Every night, I dream the same dream. And then... the nightmare begins. I did what I had to do. To protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes. And we don't know who or what will walk through it. Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right. I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! You become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
I still don't. Like every time I watch it, I pick up something new. Just give us a lowdown.
Here's what I've been kind of like trying to, because I've been going away from trailer breakdowns and stuff like that, but for this one, I needed a trailer breakdown. So this is what's going on here so far based off the trailer breakdowns. There's a lot of things to unpack. So America Chavez is in this, and you see her character. You see a lot of stuff. It opens up with him and having this nightmare. And when he wakes up, if you look at his hands, somebody brought this up, they no longer have the scars. If you guys remember the original film, he has the hand scars, the accident. So they're like, is this a different Strange who's waking up in a different reality? What's going on? Just a couple of things we're throwing out there. You see, at one point he's done, he's fucked with reality. And so they bring him behind, in front of this council, and then we get the voice of Charles Xavier, Professor X. So there's that. Now the mutants have been introduced. He's being led by this council of, or by these guards, which look like Ultron. So this could be a different different universe, where, or multiverse, where the Ultron protocol actually went through, and you have a superior Iron Man, which people have leaked on Twitter to be a Tom Cruise played
Who
character.
do you think's going to be playing that superior Iron Man, Harry?
So it's been rumored Tom Cruise is linked to play this character, if it comes true, which is kind of funny because Tom Cruise was supposed to be the first person to play Iron Man before he got beaten out for the role by Robert Downey Jr., or either he didn't take it or conflict, whatever it would be. So there's so much going on, so much to impact here, and it looks like Scarlett Johansson, Wanda, might be one of the main villains in this movie. Elizabeth Olsen. There we go. She might be playing the main villain in this film. So there's a lot. He's broken reality. You have this council, and this council is being implied to be the Marvel universe of they are called the Marvel Illuminati. So, and that includes Professor X, and I think, so they're saying since MCU does their own thing, it's not going to be who the original characters were, because the original characters that were in there were Professor X, Richard Reed, Iron Man, and I believe Black Panther. Black Bolt. And Namor, maybe. There's been different variations of it, right?
Namor.
Mm-hmm. So This one, they're saying it could be a variety of. So that would be one way to introduce Richard Reed. You know, that would be one way to introduce all these people. But there's just so much going on that I didn't even catch like a lot of the times. You know, there's fights, there's different. You see him talking to, and this is where What If's gonna play in. A lot of people didn't watch What If. A lot of people did. I like tapped out. I'll be honest. Like 6 episodes in. I'm gonna have to finish that.
I watched it. It was okay. It felt rushed. Some of the episodes were really good. The Doctor Strange episode, I would say, is probably the best one. And then there's also the zombies one, where in this one we do see at the very end we see zombie Doctor Strange.
And then so another part of when you see the breakdown happening, where their pace is going into puzzles, they're shattering into different dimensions. There's an animated dimension. So maybe they're going to the What If dimension. You don't know what's going on here. That's what's so crazy. So I'm gonna need to refresh myself on that. They said that there's a possible chance this is where they bring in Captain Britain, you know, and
because I think in the poster, there's the broken glass and the shards, and then there's reflections in all of those, and people have been like zooming in and seeing that one of them looks like the Captain Britain or Captain Carter. Captain Carter shield. Or yeah, it could be Captain Britain, who I think they've rumored, or Henry Cavill said that he wants to play Captain Britain. But if it's gonna be, if they're going more so the What If route, then it might be Captain Carter from What If.
There's been that, and then there's one of the other theories is this is Wanda's mad, and then at one point you see his magic is red magic. It's because the book he shuts down in that scene is the book of like the dark book that you see Wanda take from Agatha at the end of the Vision series. So it could be that he's using dark magic. She's trying to find out where her kids are. So if this Illuminati, this group, is bound to, they're kind of supposed to be the live action version of the Watchers, where they watch over all these different universes. And
it's kind of like what we got introduced to in Loki, like, hey, these are the Time Council or whatever, and that ended up being a farce for Kang instead. So this is kind of actually the real version of that, right?
Correct.
Like they kind of make sure all of the realities kind of stay okay.
And that's another theory that's been out there, that Kang was the fourth Watcher, and since he didn't agree or didn't like it, he went and left and did his own thing. That's why his guys was in that Loki series. There was only 3 Watchers, but he called them fakes. He maybe didn't agree with them, so maybe there's 3 left after Kang left. There's a lot of theories, and at the end, when you see her like breaking into the Sanctorium, they say she's breaking into this world where the Illuminati, where they're housed, there, where you see them taking America and Strange. She shows up at the same place, and if you zoom in on her eyes, there's 2 prison cells. They're saying that's where they're keeping her kids. So maybe that's her whole thing. She's trying to figure out which dimensions her kids have gotten to, because she can still hear their voices at the end of this show. So there's a lot going on. This is going to be a crazy movie.
Dude. And this trailer is, you know, because we got kind of I wouldn't call it a trailer, but we got kind of like the sizzle reel at the end of No Way Home. And this one is much better than the sizzle reel. And, you know, like, I'm hyped, dude. I am beyond hyped, like, for this movie. What did you think? Harry, you actually saw this trailer for the first time, so you're probably just trying to pick up the pieces. And
the fuck are you two talking about?
I honestly don't even know what's going on. I mean, literally okay. Whatever you just said.
In one ear.
Well, but definitely check it out. I don't. Does he even have more movies?
Doctor Strange. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
He had his own movie. Remember how last time we gave you some homework to do watching the Spider-Man stuff? There's your homework. Go watch Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
We're looking for a third person to do the podcast, and so if anybody wants to do this with us, just reach out. We have a. You haven't seen fucking Doctor Strange.
Not over yet, okay.